just set a few things up. There we go. It's a bit low for the sound. Let's just raise it just a little bit more. Something like that. Yeah, I think something like that's pretty good. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and I suppose let some friends of mine know that the stream is happening. For anybody listening right now, I try to stream every Tuesday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if you're looking for something to do or just want to stop by and say hi, come on over. Come bother me on stream. More than happy. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We are back in 300 years. Just gonna move my things around a little bit. So, for those of you who don't know, I have just spent the last 3 weeks essentially dealing with move-related stuff. After selling the condo, I'm now moved into my new temporary place, and I've set up the VR stuff, or at least actually like physically put up the hardware to be able to do some VR. I haven't actually tested it yet, so I think that's what I'm going to do first. Let's just click on play and see what happens. Just let that load up. Not entirely sure why it's as slow as it is right now, but we'll see. We'll see how it reacts. Let's put the headset out on while I'm at it then. And it's a good thing I started off with that test, because the headset isn't doing a single thing right now. Okay. Let us open up Steam and just go ahead into Steam VR. Just launch and see what happens. If what I think is happening, then I should be essentially get told that it doesn't exist right now. Like they can't find anything on any of the hardware, and I'll have to figure that out. Well, driver needs to be updated. Okay, well, let's do that. Update Bluetooth driver. Maybe that's what's causing me issues right now. Can I actually see through my headset? I can. Well, that's a good thing, I think. Okay. Maybe this is crashing. I don't know why it's taking so long. Let's see if I can I can force it to close, and then I'll try it again. Oh, I'm hearing birds, but I think that's from the headset itself. Okay, this is not responding. I'm almost certain of it. That's not normal. Let's go to editor. It doesn't say it isn't responding. It doesn't say, rather. Oh yeah, here it is. Let's close that, go back to Unity Hub, and we'll just start the project up again. But I am hopeful that I won't have too many problems this time around because, you know, the VR headset is showing something in Steam VR, so. There we go, this is loaded up again. And now if we click on play, oh, very hopeful. Okay, let's just go ahead and maximize this. Move my chair so I don't trip over it. There's a little bit less space in this current setup, so I won't be able to move around quite as much as I used to in the condo. But here we go, we have hands. Got a nice little sky with stars that apparently poke through the clouds, but that's okay. We'll just leave that there for now. Got the moon up there. And yeah, we're good to go. Okay. So, last week, oh, this is messed up. Okay, so last week we made this new door for the house. By and large, I like it. It fits pretty well with the look of the rest of the things. I have just seen an issue right here. So like you can see just by this mesh here and this mesh here, this is the underside of this mesh. So let's just clip through the door here for a second. This side is okay. Good to know. So these, the normals on the mesh here has been inverted. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'm not too sure what's clipping here like crazy. Oop. But I think what I'd like to do today, there's a bit of Z fighting up there as well. Well, I think what I'd like to do today is just continue on this door. So I like the visuals of it with the planks and the kind of quasi-mirror effect of the clouds, which doesn't actually show what it is, but that's okay. What I'd like to do is first off fix the mesh here, and then I'm thinking of maybe adding in the ability to like grab the door and open it, close it. I think that would be pretty cool. And then I could just walk over here, open the door, walk into the house, etc. Alright, let's start with that. Let's start with the mesh issue. And then I'll go on to trying to give some functionality to the door itself. Oh, hello Etienne. When did you pop in? Also, is the music a bit loud? I'm never too sure how loud I'm supposed to have it. Five minutes ago. Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's start with that. This part here, and then trying to get it to open and close. Let's open up Blender. It's alright. Good. Good, good, good. So, oh, I see another person has just joined. Hello to the new person. I'm just going to fix up the door that I created last time. because this mesh right here, I won't stay till the end. After food, I'm going to paint my office. Yeah, no problem. Feel free to pop in and pop out as you will. I'm just glad to have someone along for the ride. Okay. It's like that. And we're going to go ahead and just do a little mesh normals flip. There we go. As such, give it a little save and export FBX. Go out, assets, art, 3D, house FBX. I want just the mesh, no baking of animation, apply transform, here we go. Just save that. And then we'll go back and check here. And yeah, that was the issue. See, we now no longer see through. Perfect, cool. Very simple fix. I'm just gonna pop open my to-do list, make door actually open. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so if I select the door, I'm just gonna check something. I'm fairly certain that what I have in mind to be able to control a door like that is something that came from a plugin that I used back in the day, and not from what I have like set up right now, but I want to make sure. So let's go down to maybe XR rig, simple interactor, interaction manager, grab interactor. Ooh, that looks promising. I don't think that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and just do take a little look at the Unity Asset Store, see if I can find the, actually maybe I still have it because I was working with this back in the day. Let's take a look. So project my assets, fetching assets. Let's give it a little wait. Just load all of them. VR sample legacy. Okay. VR magic gestures. Virtual reality toolkit. Ooh, that looks like what I want. Note: VR 3 has been suppressed by 4. And subsequent TILA packages does not work in newer versions of Unity 2020 or above. Okay, or with the latest third-party vendor headsets. Cool. So I need Virtual Reality Toolkit 4, and this is 3. Let's just click on this real quick. And there should be a version 4 somewhere. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, this is version suppressed by version 4. It is released 2019. Suppressed by VRTK. Maybe it's just VRTK now? Ah, here we go. Package importer VRTK4. So that must be what we want. It is free, so let's add it to my assets. Put in my very secret information. Super secret. Add to my assets. Accept. Open in Unity. That's the one. And now we can close the page I had opened. There we go. There we go. So now we have the version 4. So let's just give it a download and put it into the project and see if we can remember how this works. Maybe I'll go into like the demo, give a little overview of the actual what it does and such while I'm at it. Install/upgrade. Yeah. And then after that, I'll set up the door to work with VRTK version 4. VRTK 4 importer is a Unity editor window helper that makes easy configuration of your project. Okay. Package importer. To manually edit the Unity project manifest file. If you want to learn more about this, go here. Am I misunderstanding what this is a good question. Right. Install upgrade. Okay. Let's take a look. I have a feeling that I didn't read enough and I'm not actually doing what I think I'm doing. Let's check out the README. Let's just read it here, I guess. The package install easy import. Okay, getting started. Opening package. Main menu window tilla. Browse to main menu. Okay. Window tilla. Here we go. Package importer. The required scope registry has not been found on your manifest. Click the button. Yep, sure. Here we go. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Interactable highlighter, yes please. Okay. Camera rig prefab that simulates partial hardware for the Unity software. Track Dallas. Unity XR. Camera rigs development tools. Input systems. This has changed since in the day. Okay, let me take a little look into this. So VRTK version 4 door. Let's check door. And we're about to just quickly jumping through this 1.5-hour video on how this is supposed to be used. Let's see what this person does with them. Tempted to just add everything, but I don't think I need everything. If you know what I mean. Oh, I definitely don't need everything. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's grab a few things and just hope for the best. I think that's the way to go about this. New scope registry is now available. I don't care. Let's just put it over here and pretend we didn't see it. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't break everything. Alright, let's go ahead and add absolutely everything, and then we'll know. We'll know what I needed and what I didn't need. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's take a CM. I'm just going to push these changes, so if I need to come back, I can. Oh, I've been, ooh. I haven't pushed things in a long time from what I see here. Okay. Well, we'll do that now. So it shouldn't be a problem, right? Still loading. So, how was your day? Is everything good on your end? Forever finding changes in the workspace. You would not believe the sounds that my computer is currently doing. Yeah, it was chill, mostly bug fixing, yeah. Cool. Not exactly sure why it's taking so long to see all the changes and earlier to like load up the project. I moved the computer, yes, but I didn't actually move any files in the computer. It's the physical box that came with me. I don't think it's linked to the IP address. That makes no sense to me, so it's a bit weird. Should have something animated to put on screen while we're waiting. Always weird. Yeah. Hello, Hoshi. Welcome to the stream. Kitana's here. Hoshi's here. You didn't miss that much. I just did a quick little fix on this door because some of the mesh was like inverted. And then I decided I was going to try to work on like actually having a functional door today, so I can grab the door and open it up and close it and such. And sorry, I was reading what was being written. And yeah, that's essentially where I'm at right now. I'm just waiting to find all the changes so that I can push them in case what I'm about to do is going to break something. I'll have a point to come back to. And yes, you should invest in a VR-oid, I think. I heard you knew someone who draws. What's a VR-oid? VRWord is a 3D character builder, I think. Basically an avatar that moves with you since you don't show your face. Oh, okay. Is that something that's easy to implement in YouTube's live stuff? Oh, I thought that was the name of the VTuber thing. Lol, two kinds of responses. Yeah. A lot of people do it. Cool. Well, I mean, if you happen to know, so there's definitely some tutorials. Yeah. You need to set up with OBS and webcam. I see. I see. And how would someone, like hypothetically, of course, how would someone go about doing this if they were really lazy? Just hypothetically, I'm asking for a friend. Okay, this is taking a really long time. This is within the realms of not normal, I think. So what I'm going to do is just close this and start over. You pay me to set it up for you. My rate is $1 million. Okay. Don't do it then, forehead. Also, if anything, you can do a PNG tuber. That way you just need 2 images to react to you. Okay. Oh look, it's loaded now. Wonderful. I'm just gonna do added a door. You know, really well descriptive name for this bush. Checking changes. Be right back, doggos. Alright. Do you know where I could find a tutorial or some sort to do what you're saying, Hoshi? Ah, good. This is already done. Alright, let's go back to here while we're waiting. Bring in a bunch of stuff. And just hope it doesn't break. It'll compile. Pretty sure I shouldn't be dragging literally everything in, but I'm not sure what I need anymore. In the old version of this tool, the plugin, it was very traditional, like it came in a folder, you had scenes to show off what it did, and everything was in one package, but maybe it got too big, so they split it up into different things. We'll see. I guess the other thought I had about the essentially VTuber thingy that you were talking about is that while I'm doing these, I also have like a headset on my head almost constantly, so I don't know if that'll mess up the software tracking my face. I have to look into that, I guess. This is the loading stream. It wouldn't need to track your face if it's the PNG tuber since it reacts to voices. Oh, noises. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Problem detecting while importing the prefab. Oh gosh, okay. How many errors I just... Oh god. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Alrighty. I may have made a mistake by doing that. Pending changes, incoming changes, change set. Interesting. If I was to select these two things and undo them, what exactly would happen? Nothing. Okay, this is still a problem. Luckily for me though, they named absolutely everything Tilla. So can I do that? Uh-huh. Object pointers, Unity input systems. I legit don't know what I need from this anymore. Go. Got rid of the errors, but now I have to choose what to use instead of trying to drag everything in. Extend reality. Extend reality. Let me take a quick look. So, VR door Unity. So, let's make a door in VR. Ooh. Door free pack. Interesting. Okay, okay. So, package manager. I guess it's just the importer that I brought in, so I could just remove the importer. It looks like there is something just for doors. Door, what is this called? Door free pack. Door free pack, asset store, let's take a look. Door free pack, loading model, is this literally just doors? This package includes 7 types of doors. 3D models, ready to use prefabs, high quality material demonstrate. Okay. I thought that was I thought it was something else. Oh. Okay, this guy is doing it just with basic tools. Okay. Maybe I'll do that then. Maybe that's the best thing. Alright, so let's try that. I'm just going to loosely follow this tutorial as I go, and that'll be that. So let's go and grab the house. Inspector. Go to door entrance. And on the door entrance, we're going to add ourselves a empty game object, call it collider. I'm going to, go ahead and place it approximately at the right place. There we go. And then I'll add myself a box collider. Here we go. The box collider is quite large and thin, so we're going to be confused as to why that is. Alright, let's squish this down, squish this down, and squish this out. Let's give it a nice area around here to make it easy to grab. Something like that, I think. Let's call this door collider. Door collider. Make it a is trigger. Alright, now what? Okay. Door entrance. Thing is, I'm realizing now my door is, its hinges are essentially in the center. So if I was to rotate it, it would rotate this way. What I'm going to want is that it rotates over here. So can I create a empty game object here, call it door, let's just call it door, and move that to be approximately where I want my door to be. There we go. There we go. Approximately halfway. Now, can I move my door entrance onto this? Unpack the prefab instance to remove its prefab connection. Okay. So let's select that house and door entrance. I should be able to just separate this, unless that's not a thing. Find and see selected dependencies. Plastic SCM, show export package, import package, re-import, refresh, select dependencies. Okay, what I may have to do in this case is export these two things separately. Like I've been exporting it as a house, the entire thing, and I think what I'm going to want to do is separate the door from the rest so that I can like rotate the door. Oh, hello Etienne, welcome back. Yeah, I'm going to have to separate the door from the rest to be able to do this properly. So I'm going to get out of edit mode here. I'm going to select the house exterior and interior and the teleportation mesh, and we're going to go into export as FBX for the house, selected objects only, the meshes only, apply transform, bake anim off, export. Now if I come back here, the door will disappear, and so will the average human actually. So that is step number one. Step number two is now to select just the door and do an export once again, FBX. We're going to leave it in here, and this one is going to be a house door actually. Outer house door. There we go. Selected objects, mesh, etc. Good. Outer house door is here. We're going to go ahead and select the materials. Interesting. It refuses to do that. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and add a new empty front door. Put that right here, let's say. Move that over to the spot where we want the door to be, or at least the center of the door. There we go. And ooh, okay, front view, perhaps. Ah, that's good. Move that to about here. Then we're going to move this up to about here, let's say, about midway. And let's bring our outer house door onto house front door. Reset everything. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, undo. Just reset the position in that case. And move this out. Something like that. Actually, I'm realizing maybe I want this to be at the edge, as if there was like a, what would you call that? A hinge, a door hinge. So it rotates from here. And this we push in a little bit, as such. So now if we take the door front and we rotate it, there we go. Very cool. And I'll be able to add myself a handle collider. Let's call it, yeah, just handle collider. Door handle collider? Door handle collider. Door handle collider. Here we go. This one is going to take a box collider. Perfect. And we're going to move this over to the approximate position that we want. The approximate size we want. Let's put it, yeah, orthographic. There we go. And now I should have a little bit more control over this. There we go. If I do this, oh, it's actually not bad. I thought that that would be absolutely horrible, but apparently no. Here we go. Here we go. Take this out of the graphic, and now we have a door handle. Let's make it a trigger door handle. There we go. So the door itself could use a collider of some sort. If I give it, is it pretty good? It's pretty good. It's pretty good size. It's too thick, so that's the wrong one. There we go. No, that's the wrong one too. Is this the right one? Looks like it. Here we go. Just the door. I don't think this is actually needed, but let's just go with that. Okay. And plain wood. Let's have boards. For plank wood, we'll have wooden plank door, and for glass, we'll have glass. Just refuses to use the right texture though. That's very bizarre. Okay, what is it called on the house? House exterior window, it's called a window. There we go. That's my problem. So, window. And now we're back. We got this door. Just gonna save everything real quick. And now if we rotate the door, it rotates at the correct space. There we go. Alright, back to me trying to figure out how this would work. So, what I'm going to do in that case is I'm going to directly on the front door add a rigid body. As such, constraints, freeze position, the position doesn't move. Rotation will be which one? Y. So I want to freeze it in everything but Y. Use gravity, don't use gravity. Mass drag, angular drag. Sure, I think we can leave that alone. And then I'm going to add a hinge joint as such. And let's see. Connect body, I guess, will be this rigid body. Nope, that's not what that is. Okay, okay. Let's see. Anchor 000, axis 1. Auto configure, connect anchor, use spring, use motor, use limits, yes. Limits. Enable collision. Minimum value of joint's angle or position. Okay. Okay, okay. So what I'm going to do then is, what is this, like 90? Essentially? 90, yeah. Let's see how far I can bring this. Essentially 180. 180-ish. There's collisions, but there isn't all that. So let's make it 170. Max 170 and min 0. Use spring. There's no springs, there's no motor. Limit 170, bounciness of 0, contact distance, brake torque. I think this is correct. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm going to try to take my hoe and just push the door and see what happens. Game. Okay, maximize. Let's go into the virtual realm. Stuff around without seeing, which is definitely not a dangerous thing to do. Alright, so it is loading, I suppose. Let me take my headset off for a second. Reloading scripts, assemblies busy for 30 seconds. Alright. Give it a little bit, but I'm a little bit put off by how much loading it's doing. Mostly considering that on VR chat I still don't have a message saying that it's loading. Something blocking it perhaps? Let's see. No, it shouldn't be. Okay, I may have to crash it and reopen. I did save, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm not sure why it's giving me so much trouble. Once again, the only thing that should have changed in the move is the physical location of... Yeah, it's not responding. End task of the computer. So like, didn't really add anything. Anything I did add that was taking up too much, I closed since then. Here we go, and let's try it again now. Just click on play. Ah, there we go. Stuff is happening. Good. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that was about. Let's just double check that we can see what... Yeah. It's playing as focus, but we'll just deal with that for now. Oops. Go over here, grab this, just double check. Yeah, there's collisions on this. So if I walk over to my door now, and I try pushing it, interesting. So it doesn't actually take the... It doesn't actually take the point. It must be the anchor point must be centered in it. I'm just gonna move it over here, I guess. Alright. Oop. Let's change that then. Select the door. And go into Inspector. Select the door again and connected anchor. Interesting. Anchor is 0, 0, 0. The axis is correct. Oh, what is this? No, no, no. That is what we want. Okay, it wasn't turning in the right direction at all. Interesting. Can we... I can do this directly by hand. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so let's make this 90 then. And let's make this, whatever. 360 minus 90. There we go. And 90 over here. So now it opens up to that. Alright, let's test that again, but this time I'm going to make sure that I have Play Maximize selected. Okay. Let's try that again. Hands, check. Ho, check. About now. Whoa! 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 Okay, well that's a lot of... that shouldn't be happening. This is fun. Alright, for some reason it still wants to turn from there. Okay, let's take a look with the headset off. Get out of Maximize, go into Scene. So, the rotate... It's a feature. It is indeed a feature. What? What? Connected body. Okay, something is really not liking what's happening. This shouldn't be moving. Hinge. Min max must be within the range of minus 180 and 180. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. This may require some sitting, not squatting over the ground. Okay, where's my hoe? Where's my hoe? Okay, it's not liking something. Okay, sure. Let's not worry about that for now. So why would it be rotating there? Is it because the box collider is here? Okay, let's try that. Let's move the box collider and try again. So, box collider, copy, remove, put it on this itself, add new as values. Okay. We are going to do it by hand. So front view as like this, and we're going to move this over to here, move this over to here, move this over to here, move this over to there, and we're going to go in left view or right view, whichever that is, and just make sure this is fitting approximately where it is. I think this is what's happening. I think this is what's wrong. Is that the box collider was on the door whose pivot is in the middle instead of like here. So I now have the door handle collider there, and I have the box collider for the door here. It is not a trigger. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Give it a save in case it decides to freeze up again. Go into VR, and oh, that's a bad start. Okay. Alrighty. Going to scene view. This has turned. Can we try something else? It said it has to be minus 180 and 180. I just set this up to be maximized, and now I'm going to set it up to be focused. Wonderful. Back into this mode. Aha, so it is now in the right place. Let's go back into game mode and see if I can give it a little nudge. My hands, my hoe, push the door. It is still rotating at the incorrect location. Okay. And that means that this door, whose pivot point is here, for some reason, is rotating in the center. Okay, I need to read what these things are, I think, because this does not make the most sense. Connected body, what is this? Going to paint now, have fun. Alright, have a good painting. From what I was seeing, it's gonna look really good. Min-max region should be... You know what? I don't care. Because that's not the issue. Bounciness, okay. Brake force, that's fine. Enable collision, that's fine. Enable pre-processing, what is this? Disable joint, help stabilizing, impossible to fulfill, okay. Max scale, connect max scale. Auto configure connected anchor. Okay, let's give that a little play and see what happens. I think that's what was causing it. It was sticking in the middle for some reason. Nope, that's not what was wrong. Except that's not true. Whoa! Whoa! If I rotate here, it rotates there. What? Let's turn this off. Let's copy component, stick it here, paste as new, and then we're going to copy component and stick that here as new. Sure. No, this is fine. And we're going to go ahead and do this. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. Now, what should happen is that when I touch this, it should be rotating here again. Let's see if that's what's happening. Got my hands, got my hoe. It's moved. It's still rotating. No, it's rotating from here now, but it's freaking out. It's rotating from here now. Okay, time to do a little bit deeper bug fixing here. So let's just remove these. Oh, look at this. Everything's moved. What? Oh, because I rescaled stuff. I see. Okay, bring the door back. And we are going to remove the hinge joint for now. Just use the rigid body. It should only rotate on this angle and the box collider. Let's try this again. See if I can move it. Go over here, grab this, go over here, and now if I push it, what? Okay, so it's not the hinge joint that's causing this. It's the rigid body. Well, that's not normal. That's not how a rigid body should be acting. Is it because it's in the house? Maybe it needs to be separate? Let's do that. Let's put this out here. Freeze rotation and everything but Y. Freeze position. Angular drag. Use gravity. Blah blah blah. There's nothing to like say there's an anchor point. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh. This is bizarre. Maybe it is because it's in the house? What? The rigid body is making it spin from the center when the pivot is over here. I'm concerned about this. This is not normal. Okay. Let's allow the position, because if I take it here and I rotate it, it rotates from there. If I move it here by hand afterwards, what happens? Okay, so can I still pick this up right now? There we go. I rotate it. It is freaking out. Oh, I think I forgot something here. It starts freaking out. Okay. Its position is here. It has a rigid body on it and a box collider. I'm telling it to freeze the position. Okay, let's do a little test. Let's go into this view here, and we're going to make the box a little bit smaller than the actual door. Okay. I'm thinking maybe the box collider, oh, I shouldn't be an orthographic. Maybe the box collider is getting stuck in the mesh of the house and that's making it freak out. Let's take a look. Or as Hoshi said, it's cursed. One of those two has to be correct. Alright. Oops. Nope. It's rotating at the center of the door. Even if... What's happening in scene mode? It is rotating at the center of the door. Completely separately. The revolving door syndrome, yeah. Completely separately from literally anything I've told it to do because of the rigid body? Interpolation, collision, freeze rotation. But like, if I rotate it, it shouldn't be rotating from there is what I don't understand. Okay, and the door mesh does clip in quite a bit to that though. Well, that's a problem. Let's just make this slightly smaller. Make it even smaller again. Let's give it like all the space to just make sure that that's not the problem. The collider for the handle is a trigger, so it shouldn't be colliding with anything. But we can flat out turn that off for now. This is nothing but visuals, so that shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, this door shouldn't be colliding on anything, and it should be rotating from the point that I give it. Yeah, okay, let's try it again, but that shouldn't make a difference. And once again, from the center. So let it rotate along. Oh, darn, that's not what I wanted to check. I wanted to check, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Enable constraints. Freeze position, freeze rotation. Let's turn off all of these. Let's just see what happens with this. No rotation is left behind. Yeah, it's rotating from the center. Look at this. It's rotating from the center, even though the pivot point is over here. Also, this is really trippy. Can I grab stuff? No, I can't grab stuff there. This doesn't make the most sense to me. The pivot point is there. The door itself should only be just like a visual representation of the door. There's nothing. If I turn it off, and all we have is this. Here's a question. Is it taking this? Is that perhaps the issue? So if I put the center to be there, I go here, go into front view, and I do this. Yeah, okay, the center does move. Start my music up again and have a little think here. I have to admit that the rigid body wasn't what I expected would be like the complicated thing to do tonight. Hinge joint. As such. Limits 180 to minus 180 to 180. Use limits. Okay. Auto configure connected anchor. That is not what we want. Rigid body. I should be able to do this. Connected body. Okay. Okay, so I can move the anchor and such. So, what I'm thinking, let's remove that. Let's remove all the things. Outhouse door, we'll have it here. Maybe that, I'm not doing it right. So let's do this. Let's have a hinge joint and a rigid body. Freeze the position on the rigid body. The only rotation we want is in the y-axis. We don't want gravity. As for the hinge joint position, we want it to rotate in this direction, up here. And then we're going to want to move the anchor. Let's put this to 0, sure. Actually, you know what? -1. Let's have it at the very, very bottom. And then we're going to move this over to -1 as well. And then this to -1 as well. So that rotates from here. Here we go. As for auto configure connected anchor, we're going to leave it like that for now. Use limits, and it's going to be -180 to 180, just to go around all the way. Still kind of wanted to do this. Okay, something like that, right? And we're going to try hinge. Max limits must be within. Okay. Okay. Is that a thing we can do? To rotate it in that direction? No. So we'll just have to deal with that. And I'm sorry you're not happy there, Mr. Hinge joint. Okay, let's have a collider, a box collider over the entire thing. We're going to make the size in Z to be 3? 3 is fine, I think. And we're going to make the other sizes smaller. Something like that. Okay, let's try this again now. So we've left everything as such, centered, but we've gone out of our way to move the anchor to be there. Let's see if that helps. Oh, my right hand is gone. There we go. Grab this. And you can tell that I am sitting down because my son of a... It really wants the anchor to be centered. I don't understand why. Let's try it again without the auto connector anchor. And then I think I'm going to have to do some reading up on why the heck the rigid body would be reacting in the way that it is. There's no anchor for it. It should be using... Well, I guess this time it's using the center, but it should have been using previously, like the thing over there. Let's take off all the limits. All the constraints, sorry, on the rigid body with the anchor down there. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what we need in our life. Hello? Are you at least turning in the right direction now? Yeah. Why are you here? Okay. Let's see. So what what did I tell it to do that possibly could have had this? Oh, okay. Okay. I think I see now. So turn it off. And 0, 0, 0 isn't what we actually want. What we want is this position here, perhaps? Let's try that. So that position and that position. Try it again, see if it starts at the right place. Where it's not work. Curse. Yander door. Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Okay. Okay. If I do auto anchor, what does it give me again? A demon door. It really is. It should simply be taking that anchor position. I'm a little confused as to why it's not. Okay. Copy. X minus, so it goes over here. Okay, let's click on play and see what happens. Like a record baby right round. Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's too high, but it seems to be functioning. Alright, so what is that in Y position? Okay, and what does it give it here? 0.03? I mean, alright. It wiggled. Yeah, it did wiggle. It did do that. And where is it now? It is at the correct location. Okay. Okay, this is promising. This could be it. This could be big. We may have a functional... I say functional. We may... I'm in the grass now. Alright. I may have clicked too quickly. Sure, we'll have to fork the... If I rotate now... Ooh! It's stopping at weird places. But... it kind of works. Okay, we have the start of something that's functional. Now, those were the exact same like constraints for connected anchor as I originally had. So I'm very, very confused as to, you know, why it would do this, why it hates me, all that stuff. Alright, let's try it once more with these settings on it. Scene view. Now it says it goes to here. What happens if I... Yeah, it doesn't go any further than this. Okay. What about if I put that to 0? Okay. 0 might be too low. This isn't correct. Okay. Let's put it to like 5 then, I guess. No? 0? Okay. Now we're happy with 0? Okay. Pick. Well, that's nice. I am willing to accept that this door is possessed, but it is working. Cool. So, rotation is all that's changing. Let's try to put these constraints back on it. Oh, look at this. All I did was add the constraints. Okay, so no constraints is better constraints. Alright. I like how it shuts. Okay. And let's make it to 170 perhaps? This isn't the most stable of things. This is interesting. Okay. It just really wants to close. I have limits. I do not have springs yet. It is kind of springy. What if I turn this to 0? Okay. And now 160. It just really likes to close. That's a bit odd, but we're getting somewhere. Let's copy this component. Paste its values. Try another thing. Ideally, I'd like it to just stop trying to close. Oh. Look at that. It got to the end, and then it started coming back. Got to about there, eh? It might be colliding. It might be a collision thing. Okay, so let's make this thinner. Try it again. Yeah, it is because of collision. Okay, cool. Cool. So I should be able to give it a little bit of angular drag. So we can put it up to 1. So I'm able to open it up. Let's put it to maybe 2.5. 2.5. Okay. Or even make the mass to 10. Nah. Something like that. Okay. So copy this, and I don't think I actually changed anything in there that time. we will change the values on this. So we should have a functional door, sort of. Let's try it again. Excuse me, stop turning. There we go. Pick up my hoe. Over here, and now if I push it, it opens. It closes back up. I think we could add more drag to this. What happens if it bumps into that? Look at that, it stops. Here we go. Let's add some more drag, because you can never have too much drag. Honestly, if the main issue is like it doesn't move very much once you stop pushing it, that's not the end of the world. Oh, that's pretty good. A little push. Give it a little push more. Okay, okay. It's pretty good. And of course, if you like mess with the physics, it doesn't like it. Like if I try to push it out like this. Oh, it comes back! Look at that! Ha! Fantastic. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Out of curiosity, if I click on the hinge, what does it show me? Yeah, this is just like wrong. I don't know why it does that. Okay, but it does open and close now. So I have this, and I'm going to do for the next part, save what I did first off, and the next part I'm just going to go ahead and see how this guy goes about having a actual like handle. So he creates himself a basic cube, puts a rigid body on it for some reason. Okay. Oh, I see. He's going to go into script and have it like change color and stuff. That's a cool idea. And it's freaking out for him too. So it's not just me. Oh, a grabber. Box collider. Grabbable. Okay. I think that's what we want. Some sort of grabbable thing. Cool. So let's go ahead and create an empty, and we're going to call it door handle. And we're going to go here, and we're going to do grab interactable, perhaps. It needs a rigid body. All right. Use gravity, sure. I'm a bit surprised that we need a rigid body and not a collider. I was about to say. So let's have a box collider and show us the area. Cool, cool, cool. Let's make this about the size of that there. Woo. Once more, box collider handles. Here we go. Just about the size as such. And then we're going to move this over here and move that over there. First hover entered. Last hover exited. Hover, select. Let's just click on play and see what happens. Throw on detach. Kinda don't want that. Smooth rotation. Apply smoothing while following the rotation. Sure. Smooth position. Sure. You know what, actually? No. No smooth. let's just do that. See what happens. See if I can grab the door handle. Oh, that's a start. I think I forgot to change it from collision to trigger. Yep, that's the one. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if we have a door that opens and closes now. I'll just move up here, and can I grab it? It doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm clearly missing a step. Alright, let me double check what I've been putting on everything. There are so many cables to dodge right now. Okay, so if I was to get out of orthographic first off and just select one of these, the fish for example, I am currently using XR Grab Interactable on it. That's what I thought. And the mesh collider for it is trigger. Good. So, instantaneous, track position, track rotation, throw on detach. Interesting. I must be forgetting something. Oh. I see. I see. Ah, Hoshi, I just saw the stuff you've been sending me. Okay, basic text, if you're... I see. Okay, I'll look into that later. Cool. So, what I'm seeing is that this particular guy, what he's doing, I might as well like show the video. There we go. So what he's doing is he has two boxes. One is the grabbable holder, so mesh renderer on it, rigid body, and fixed joint. Connected body is low, but it's the door. Brake force infinite, blah 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 blah. And then, oh, he removes that, I'm sorry. And then puts it to as kinematic. And then he creates a new box. Must duplicate it. Oh, I see. This one has a fixed joint. The white one has a fixed joint and the black one doesn't. Yes? Yeah, fixed joint on it. And creates a new script. It moves to the target position. And then after that, he's able to move it. And you see it kind of sort of follows. And he probably has a really good explanation for this, but I'm not listening to it because I like to make my life complicated. Oh, I see why he's doing it this way. Cool. So what this guy is doing is he has like essentially two handles. One of them is stuck to the door and just pulls the door around, and the other one is with script kind of like giving a bit of springiness, I guess, to it. So if you pull out too far, it kind of follows your hand but doesn't, and if you push too far, it doesn't go too far. I'm sure that made loads of sense, but there we go. Oh, Joe Henry Lewis. What is the ultimate goal with the game? Some kind of Animal Crossing in VR? I suppose. Honestly, there's no goal. I just wanted to have something to slowly work on over time and see how far I get. That's about it. Just wanted something to work on every 2 hours every week. I know Etienne gave me a whole bunch of ideas of stuff to add, like have slimes, and then you can fight the slimes, and then you can do some farming and make potions and brewing and cooking and all that stuff. But initially the goal was just to try to recreate something out of an anime, like in VR. That's it. Right now I'm just continuing, as long as it's fun for me to do so. I want fishing. Okay. Well, I mean, I have the fish, so I guess I could do fishing. There's no water around there, though, so I'm not sure where I'd do fishing, actually. Yep. What happens if I just do everything? Everything but moon and star. 1 hour fishing stream. Oh, I mean, I can do that in a barrel. That might be harder. Hot tub fishing stream, yeah. I was going to say I could do that. I could like, if you really want an hour of me fishing, I could like get into Minecraft in VR and go fishing. It's a lot easier that way. Oh, that's the fish. I'm sorry. Okay. Instantaneous. Layer max mixed. Everything interactable. Okay, so if I click on this and simply do interactable, that should be good, he says, hopefully. My favorite thing to do in Minecraft, fishing. Okay, that's good. Maybe sometime I'll do a stream of me just fishing. Admittedly, it's a lot easier on the brain to just play video games in a stream than it is to try to code and deal with demon doors. Let me just take a look at the fish. Retain transform parent. Whether to set the parent of this object back to its original. Oh, that's why he was doing it that way. Because when you grab the door handle and you pull it, it gets assigned to the hand, not to the door. So it might have been working what I was doing. Let's test that theory actually. Let's put just a cube mesh, copy door handle, paste as new, and then mesh render, copy, and then door handle. Oops. Where's my cube? Copy. I think I already did that. And then door handle, paste as new. Okay. So let's do that. Let's give it a test. So I think when I grabbed the door handle and moved it, it goes to the hand. and then when I drop it, it like floats or something. I think that's what it's currently doing. So if I get my right hand back, I don't know why this one likes to turn off. Go over here, go to the door, grab it. It's in my hand, and if I let it go, it just floats. Aha! Aha! That is what's happening. Okay. I see now. I see why the guy was doing it that way. Joe says, it's going nicely. I just thought a game like Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, or Animal Crossing would be great in VR, and your work looks like it's going that way. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It would be pretty cool. I'm not saying no. I'm going to keep on working on this, like, pretty much every week until, like I said, either I get bored or yeah, that's probably how it's going to end, to be honest. But so far, I'm still enjoying it. If it is going in that direction, like you're saying, to have a little farming sim sort of thing. But keep in mind, I am working on this like literally 2 hours a week. So in the span of a month, that's about 8 hours or a solid workday. It's don't expect it to be coming out anytime soon is all I'm saying. I mean, I know it's ambitious to do alone, but yeah, it's just time-wise, it'll take a long time. But I'm not saying no. I mean, it's cool, and though I'm streaming 2 hours a week, I might speedrun it. Yeah, though I'm streaming 2 hours a week, I might once I have a weekend and a brain to do stuff on the weekend, I might work on it a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying no, like I said. Okay, so my issue here with the door handle is what I thought. So what I'm going to do is on the door handle, I'm going to take off the mesh renderer, remove. I'm going to take off the cube, remove. I'm going to take off this and this. I'm going to put a hinge. I think, is that what I want actually? Let me see. Fixed joint. I'm sorry. Joint was the word I was looking for, not hinge. And there's a fixed joint as such. Door handle fixed joint. And we're going to place that over the door handle area. So around here. Move this up here. Move this over here. Go into side view. That's fine. Go back into this view. And that can stay here. Connected body, I want it to be connected to this. Enable collisions, no. Enable pre-processing, fine. And then I'm going to have like the door handle joint, let's call it that. And then I'm going to have another thing that I'll be able to grab, and I'm going to have the door handle joint try to follow it. Just like the tutorial, I now understand why he's doing it that way. So let's go ahead and create a cube. Sure. And let's just make this smaller, make that smaller, make that wider, just so that we can see what we're doing, essentially. Something like that. Actually, you know what? No. 1, 1, 1. As such. And we're going to remove these components from it. We're going to change the collider, however, so that it is approximately at the right place. Let's make this sticking out a little bit more. And then on the cube, let's call this the handle, just whatever, door handle joint. Door handle, just door handle. And then I'll make a new thing here for cube, and this one will be visual. And this one I'm going to like stretch out to make it sort of fit. As such, box collider, and we're going to have grab interactable. Use gravity. Don't want gravity on that. Is kinematic? I don't think that's the case. Colliders, we're going to use the collider on the door handle? Yeah, the door handle, not this one, so let's remove this. Colliders, add a collider, we're using the door handle collider, not anything else. Track position, throw on detach, just turn that off. There's no need to throw on detach. We're going to make it spring back if anything. Retain transform parent. Oh, maybe I'm dumb. Grab interactable shouldn't have been on that. It shouldn't have been on the visual. Remove that, go back to door handle, and here we have grab interactable. Start that again. So this time the box collider will be going into this. And I am going to look back at my chat, which I had turned off. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's do that. Throw on detach, turn that off once more. And there we go. So, hypothetically, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to move, and I'm going to let go, and it should come back to this. So, let's just leave the camera here on scene view. It's not that I wasn't paying attention to you, Hoshi. It's that I was looking at the other thing and it takes up the same spot. Okay. I forgot to take it off collision, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Wait, what's happening then? Where is it? Uh-oh. Joint is here. Door handle is probably falling, isn't it? Yeah, it's using gravity. Damn. You need more monitors. Yep, no, I've thought of that. Dedicated chat. Does YouTube Live show up on your phone? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good thought there. I could do that in the future. I mean, it's already 9 tonight, but in the future I could definitely do that. It does for Twitch. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again without the door handle just falling through the floor. Okay, so if I come closer to here, now I should be able to grab this. And I can pull this out, and if I let go, it... it does that. Interesting. And the reason for that... I mean, I don't care. if the visuals are all messed up and everything. It's the position I'm going to want anyway, but still that's funny. That's really weird. Cool. So yeah, if I let it go, it goes there, and I should be able to... let me see if I can do this. Grab it again. Let go again. Grab it again. Let go again. Grab, let go. Grab, let go. Grab, let go. Cool. So, it is getting back to the door handle joint. I shouldn't have pulled in that direction. Okay. So I'm halfway there. The idea now is to make the door handle joint attempt to move towards it. If it can. New problems unlocked, yeah. That's how it works. So yeah, it's going to follow it along, and then when I let go of it, the door handle is going to replace itself back here. And that'll be it. And then we'll have a door that works. But as I just saw, it is now past 9 o'clock, so I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I'm definitely going to come back to this and finish up the door. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or if I'll do it this weekend. If I do it this weekend, I'll try to like record it and then plop it into like a sped up version of what I did on the channel, if anybody's interested. And if not, well, I'll do it in next time I'm streaming. So that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you guys for showing up. It's always appreciated to have people in the chat talking to me. Makes me feel like I'm less alone working on this. And yeah, that's going to be it. So me with most of my illustrations finish it off stream. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for dropping by, and good night everyone. Bye bye.